Peace, kings and queens, gods and goddesses. So, I'm so excited because the next event is actually tomorrow, and I wanted to come on here and kind of talk to you guys about what I've been reflecting on these last couple weeks. So, tomorrow I'm going to be attending another creative writing workshop held by the Sparrow's Fortune at the Prolific Oxygen Dome in Cleveland. I love these events. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. It's always so enlightening and supportive and open and safe. Let's not forget about safe. And as have I just, had a chance to meet so many wonderful individuals, like amazing people, in which I've engaged in some not only intellectual but like really deep conversations that I'm truly grateful for because I have been pondering, reflecting, and like applying these conversations to my life. I don't always find myself being fulfilled by conversations. If you know, you know. But I was while speaking with this God about purpose. Y'all, this man messed me up. Now, typically, when I hear, see, or think of the term purpose, I instantly think of like power, uplifting, livelihood, um, journey, support, things like that. And so Sir kindly explained to me that there is a purpose even for things like the court system. Blew my mind because, power, control, fear, and they count on our ignorance to just, name some things, which I wasn't thinking was purposeful because it wasn't like positive, it was negative and ill negativity. But this is not the way that, like, everything works in the terms of purpose. Definitely discouraging, not discouraging, definitely disappointing, but hey, it is what it is. Yet this is the reality, and it's not always discussed nor viewed in this manner. And I'm grateful, I'm so grateful, y'all, for this conversation because my brother is really cold with perspective. Y'all really don't know, which brought me inevitably to another stimulating conversation I had with this powerful goddess there about shielding myself and the power I have within myself and like making tough decisions. Remember, everything has a purpose, whether positive or negative, including people, places, and things. Like, y'all, I've really been like connecting the dots. I'm not gonna hold y'all, I'm so excited. We are supposed to outgrow people, places, and things. It's all a part of the journeys and the lessons. Once things have served its purpose in our lives, it is up to you to bring awareness to these facts, and those things need to be released. However, you're choosing to release them is up to you. I was also moved to be referenced in like such a bright light, like a powerful being. Like, that's exciting. To even be considered powerful enough to move a room, like, that's, y'all, I'm blushing all over again. But like, I was completely left in awe because I don't always see myself like this. Like, I don't, this is not always how I view myself. So I love, like, hearing it from other people. And this is true about many of us, but this doesn't mean that we have to remain in the midst of things, people, and places that we have outgrown to share this light. We are still responsible for how people treat us. We are still responsible for the places that we are in. We are still responsible for the things we are choosing to hold on to. And it's great to be strong and heal, move on, and forgive. But this doesn't mean we can't still be triggered. It happens to the best of us. It really does. And I even have an example that I would really love to share. A couple of months ago, I attended a poetry concert held once again by the Sparrow's Fortune. I love them, y'all. I love everything about them. They're simply amazing. Like, I just can't even get enough of them. But one of the poems touched on miscarriage, and I was triggered. I was crying so bad thinking about my abortion. Not even this, like the miscarriage. It was just like I was still triggered by the thoughts of my abortion. Like, I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain. The two things are different, but I've experienced a miscarriage also, and it doesn't affect me like the memory of my abortion. And this is something that I'm still unpacking, but I was triggered. And when you think of the term triggered, it often seems as if like it's in the negative light. But once you learn your triggers and you are able to like identify them and set boundaries and protect yourself to the best of your ability, it is so much easier to deal with triggers. And that's really the goal. To stand on emotionally regulating your feelings or outside sources that can potentially trigger you, and doing the best you can, whether that's removing yourself, or whether that's setting firm boundaries and you expect people to like respect them. It's really just up to you. If you know that certain words, behaviors, mannerisms, places, or things trigger you, like, you will be able to decide the best method to deal with these things, is basically what I'm saying. See, the thing is, you're never really healed. We're actively healing. But with this comes peace. Excuse me. And remaining around certain people, places, and things can disturb your peace. When I was triggered, it didn't disturb my peace, but it left me feeling heavy and sad. So I guess it did kind of disturb my peace. But this isn't to say that you're not strong enough to handle anything, but with growth and boundaries, when they're set in place during your healing journey and your boundaries aren't always being respected, this can be triggering. It happens. Everyone won't accept or respect your boundaries, and it's up to you to decide how you want to deal with that. Each situation is different, but for me, I found releasing genuinely works for me. This is what's best for me, and I am able to keep and protect my peace. And that is ultimately just my goal overall. As I previously stated, when you're actively growing, everything around you is changing. And it can be scary, uncomfortable, and it can just feel lonely. But it's completely worth it to me. Just because you outgrow individuals doesn't mean that you have to permanently let go of that relationship. That is not what that means. It means that I've grown and changed, and you're no longer aligning with me and where I'm going. But if so ever our paths happen to cross again, I'd love to get to know that person again. Absolutely. But that isn't promise. I'm not promising anything. It isn't a promise, and this doesn't mean that we can rekindle a relationship. But I'm always open to it. I've had the chance to reconnect with someone from my past as of recently, and I'm not only grateful, I'm proud of the growth within both of us, because we both had some work to do, and we're doing the work, and we're continuing to grow. And this is by far just helped our relationship tremendously. And this isn't a walk in the park. It takes communication from both sides, acknowledgement, accepting, accountability. It's a lot. And everybody is not able to do this. And that's okay. It may not be now, but they might get it later. You never know. But I wouldn't have it any other way. It shows that we are both able to do the work and keep healthy relationships. And that's a very beautiful thing. Now, when it comes to shielding myself, I've come to accept that I've put up certain restrictions on myself when it comes to like people and places, and I typically would like look to go out the way to avoid running into certain individuals because I can peacefully exist amongst, others. But I genuinely have the power to do that, and I am fully capable of that. I just need to ensure that my boundaries are in place in the case I ever do have an encounter. So this is how I'm thinking now, rather than to just kind of distance myself from everything in my environment, or a lot of things in my environment, I should say. That doesn't mean that I'm open to being in every place or certain places again. I've outgrown things, and unless it's something there that I feel I would enjoy, or something I still have, or something, I really do still have the choice whether I go or not. I'm just more open to certain areas more than I was, but this took some realization, which is why I'm utterly grateful for this conversation with this goddess, bringing me to a very stimulating conversation with two other goddesses. Y'all, I was having a really good day this day. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. They were so vibrant yet chill. It was like a snow cone in the summertime. They were aware and optimistic and kind and open. Oh my goodness, so open. It feels amazing to be vulnerable and accepted, followed by like a warm embrace. It was such a beautiful thing. Such a beautiful thing. And I don't bring enough awareness to like the fact that I need that. And I love that. And it's just an amazing, and it's quite hopeful. It's very hopeful. As was this right on time for me. I needed it. I live and even love to align with individuals. They were so delicate while stern in telling me that I need to give myself more grace because I deserve it. I believe them, but this is a real struggle for me within myself. I'm great at giving others grace, but I'm just not that great at giving myself grace. Mhm. I also have a boundary in place because although I'm accepting, I deserve grace from others too. That I can do, I'm better at dealing with also more than I'm still able to give myself grace. But I'm working on it. I'm working on it. And this conversation just tied it all together for me, honestly. It is great to be graceful, but you should still have boundaries. Everyone is not able to understand where you are in your life, why you are, how you are, why you make the decisions that you make, not how their behavior is affecting you. So if you voice these things and the respect is just not there, it's absolutely okay to continue journey without them. That's perfectly fine. You never know what the future holds, and I absolutely adore events like this because it's amazing. And I've come across so many enlightening individuals. It's a really beautiful thing. And not just at like workshops, but like even like painting events, art events, yoga, wine tasting, jazz events, poetry events, hikes, and so many other places. I have had the opportunity to meet such amazing individuals and individuals that I feel as if I align with. And I like that. I love that. I need that. Now, for the last couple of weeks, I have merged these conversations in a way that it's helped me process through some things. Even with these conversations, I am so proud that I am still able to make decisions that are best for me. Remember, even with feedback, always do what you feel is right for you. Individuals can project even their choices onto you, making it seem as if their way is the best way. And this may be true for them and not for you, and that's okay. But be open but selective. You can always take what applies and leave the rest. Trust your intuition is there to protect you. Remember, this journey is about standing in your power, who you are, all the while remaining a student and open to learning from others. This was just overall a great experience for me, and I really can't wait for tomorrow's workshop. I'm excited for the next teaching, and I'm just, I want to expand myself as far as like in the poetry area, anyways, because I really do enjoy writing. The poetry just so hard to me, like it's just a different flow. It's just like that. I love that. No, but for real, y'all, I'm really excited, and I'm gonna catch y'all next time. I really hope all of this information was very helpful to somebody.